A Deal for Half Her Heart was published by Litbreak Magazine. I posted the link in the description. I wanted to write a love story, but I didn't want cheesy or cute or elaborate. I wanted to focus on one situation: an impending breakup. There's a big population of Filipino healthcare professionals in America who were on the front lines during the pandemic. Casting my main character as a physical therapist was my way of honoring them. To provide an outsider's point of view, I paired her up with a non-Filipino partner. I named my characters Angie and Dave. The story starts with Angie and Dave sitting across from each other at dinner, but Dave's excitement turns to tension. Angie reveals her family obligations, leaving Dave's emotions fluttering as he navigates this unexpected revelation. At this point, I was writing Dave as someone sympathetic and calm, but I hadn't fully fleshed out his character. Angie shares her life in the Philippines, where family support is a cultural norm. Her financial contributions are significant. Many of us who are in the same situation understand that we are called upon or requested to provide financial relief and assistance to family members. When I did this, I used to separate my savings into two sets, one for my rent, utilities, and bills, and the other to support family members in Manila. But there are instances when this situation turns to dependence. One side feels overburdened while the other feels it is an obligation that must be fulfilled. Dave begins to see the depth of Angie's commitments. He feels equally confused and concerned, grappling with the turmoil while trying to understand Angie's world and the weight of her responsibilities. Despite her obligations, Angie dreams of studying poetry and exploring new horizons. Her aspirations paint a picture of a woman yearning for more beyond her current life. As a character, I wanted Angie to have dreams of her own, but I didn't see her as someone who would want to pursue an MBA. I don't know how often this happens to other writers, but there are moments like this when a character creates their own path. I wrote that Angie wanted to travel to Europe. Europe to me invokes romance, cobbled steps, and medieval literature. That's when I thought of poetry. I wrote this story in early 2023 when many of us were still working from home, dialing into virtual conference meetings. In one meeting I attended, I was listening to an executive pushing the teams to complete more deals, and Dave, the character, flashed in my mind. I thought he would have this kind of perseverance. So, I wrote him as someone who has a background in sales and uses that instinct when faced with a deal that's in jeopardy. While I was writing his attempt at finding a solution with Angie, I remembered a popular line from the movie Glengarry Glen Ross. I thought it would give a fitting end to the story. You can find A Deal for Half Her Heart online at Litbreak Magazine. The link is posted in the description. I hope you enjoyed reading my story. Be on the lookout for the next episode featuring the work that went into 3,000 words of crime, action, and maybe a new anti-hero.